Okay, look at us. We're actually managing to get these done in a reasonable amount of time.
At least it wasn't about the freaking wedding.
I know, finally. So, Sister Wives, episode 11 and 12, meeting Mariah's girlfriend. So, I have an idea how they can save the show. They actually, I think that of the episodes this season, this is one of the better ones. I mean, Cody's still...
That didn't take much.
I know, Cody's still terrible. But this is how they could have saved the show. I think the boat's already... As if they had been more honest. Like if Meri had said something like, I don't know why I'm in the family, I'm thinking of leaving. Cody, you know, I don't know if he comes over or if they're just not having sex or what the deal is. I mean, they don't have to get really graphic, but she'd be like, I have basically no relationship with Cody. I mean, she's kind of hinted, but there's a big difference between hinting and us reading between the lines and actually just being honest. Okay, so anyway... Mariah has Janelle and Meri for a talk. There's a march in Washington, the Women's March, and they invited them along. Now, so first of all, when I heard this episode coming, I was like, I do not want to recap this. I'm not a political recapper. You're definitely not a political recapper.
Could be.
If I wanted to recap politics, I would recap, I don't know, some political show that I'm clearly not watching. But it turns out I actually have quite a bit to say. First of all, the difference between a would they say call it a demonstration? And a protest, as far as I knew, it was a protest, right? I mean, and they talk about this like no one's heard of it. Like, there's this thing in Washington. Oh, really? It's like, you trust me, there was a lot of discussion. Unless I have a really unusual Facebook friend collection, which I don't think is possible, it was everywhere. So they're like, I don't know what this means. So anyway, we see Caleb and Maddie. Cody's like a jerk to Meri when she's like, how do I do? Oh, I gotta move all these cars. We have so many cars. And it's like, they have 4 houses. And so it's really not that much different than a standard house that happens to have a lot of kids. Like, so when he's like...
Wait. So Cody doesn't get his own house?
No.
You see what he has to put up with?
Oh, gosh. So we heard about Caleb having the pulmonary embolism, which was like shocking, because that is super crazy serious. And then they kind of just moved on from that. So anyway, then they all get together so that Janelle and Meri can tell the family, hey, we're going to this thing. Okay? And then Cody makes it all about him. So the Women's March, which is, I'm not going to speak for what it was, but my understanding was that it was represent half of the population of the United States in ways that they felt that their rights weren't being appreciated. That's probably not the best description of it, but anyway, and it's all about him. I don't know why you guys are doing this. He used words like conflict of interest. Yeah, and he's like, basically my notes say that he said, I suffer more, which is not a direct quote, but it was what I got from his whole thing.
Pretty much.
It's a conflict, but
it's not centered around me.
Is it political? Yeah, it's Washington, D.C. Everything's political. And he's like, well, I have this thing I want you guys to go to. Is it the same day? Like, I don't understand, you know. And I actually was really happy for Meri because she just said, I'm sorry, it's my daughter asked me to go and I'm going. And Janelle didn't say it in that exact words, but Janelle is like the one who you're like, this makes so much sense. Where she's like, I don't get what the issue is. I don't see why we can't just support both. And then eventually Cody kind of backed down, I think, because once Meri said, I'm going, like, what is he going to do? Be like, no? And she's like, well, too bad. I've already bought my ticket. So anyway, and I think a lot of what it was is that he didn't want the TV show to go. And, you know...
Oh, and not film there.
Yeah, or feel like he's wasting... I don't know. I don't know if that's the case or not, but I thought it was really weird. My notes said there's a new show called 3 Wives, 1 Husband, which sounds like that video... You know which one I'm talking about?
I don't want to watch that.
Okay, well, but you know what video I'm talking about? 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
No, I've heard stuff.
I've heard of it too.
I've heard it's really nasty, but I don't care to investigate.
Yeah, that's all I know too. That's when I heard it. I was like, someone should have run that title by. But I guess they can't. I guess you use the word sister wives. Now they've kind of run out of.
What is it called?
It's called 3 Wives, 1 Husband. Right? Okay, anyway. But we're going to watch it. It comes out in March.
We know.
So, I already can tell you.
I'm pretty sure we're not going to be here.
They had the baby reveal, and it's a boy. Then they have Meri and Janelle go to counseling, which is like
that was kind of interesting. That was the most interesting thing of the whole season.
That was kind of interesting. But the thing that I'm just thinking is the real problem here is Meri and Cody.
There's not enough Cody to go around.
Gosh. Anyway, Janelle's like, when we have conflict, we avoid eye contact and we don't talk. And I was like, that's how healthy people avoid conflict. John's like, no, they don't. Yeah, pretty sure that's how it is. So, okay, so we got about the fact that Mariah and her girlfriend, who I'm really sorry I didn't write down her name, wore matching outfits to their interview. So, anyway.
Why not stereotype certain people?
I don't think it's a stereotype, but it just wasn't a good look. It was a little bit like...
There's so many stereotypes, like...
no, John, stop.
Polygamous families or, you know, people
Weird.
dress a bit homely.
Well, yeah, okay. Anyway, so they go to the march. They have really weird background music, like they're going to space.
Yeah.
Woo!
Space Mountain.
They get separated. They get back together.